Hello folks and welcome to DragonBlogger.com. My name is Ronald Demon Killer Smith and this is my unboxing and review for the TechMatte amPen new hybrid stylus. The amPen new hybrid stylus from TechMatte is a new type of stylus unlike your standard conventional styluses. It is also advertised as being useful for all different types of touchscreens, from tablets to phones and even touchscreen computers. Today we have a Nintendo Wii U and a Nintendo DS Lite, which are going to be our contending challengers to see how well these styluses work. I'm only going to unbox one of these for you, as doing all three would be a little bit more time consuming than what is necessary. However, I will open up the other two along with this one and present them to you so that you can actually see all three and what they look like. For now, let's go ahead and open this one up. You'll notice that on one end there is a seal, however there isn't one on the other end. It's a pretty simple little seal, just a little paper label. We'll take a razor blade here and just cut it a little bit, push it on through, and voila. Now inside we find instructions on replacing the stylus tips. That is one of the special features of this particular stylus. On the bottom half, it even gives you the information for ordering new replacement tips, as well as information for TechMatte's support site and their Facebook page. On the opposite side, you will see a little letter from TechMatte. It's basically a thank you letter and just asking you if you would like to do a product review on Amazon.com. So if you've purchased this through there, which you can use our affiliate link below in the video to actually do said purchase, if you've not already purchased one of these already. If you choose to do so, then they have a review section on every one of the products that they sell, as is per standard for Amazon.com. At the very bottom it says best regards TechMatte customer support, and that's basically what this is. There isn't much to it. Now onto the stylus itself. There is a little key fob. Basically it's like what you would use for on a tablet or a cell phone, what have you. It's not really a whole lot that you can do with one of these. If you have a tablet such as, say, a iPad or a Samsung Galaxy, something of that nature, then you may find this useful. However, that's really your personal taste. As far as taking the pen out, I call it a pen because basically the stylus looks like a pen, and it's pretty much what it is. It has a feel to it. It's similar to a business class pen. Like say you go to a lawyer's office or something and you see one of those pens sitting in their pocket, in their cup or what have you. And it's basically what this looks like, as you can see here. Now, I've already opened up the other two, so I'll go ahead and present those to you as well so you can compare them. For now, I will move these out of the way. I'll set the silver one here, the black one, and then my personal favorite of the three, the red one. Now the one that I'll do the review with is going to be the silver one, and the main reason for that is because it's going to be easier on the camera, it's going to be easier on the lighting, etc. and so forth. The silver is a more of a matte silver, whereas the black and the red are a glossy finish. Now, as far as removing the tip so that you can actually replace it if you need to, and at some point you may want to, some point you may not. It depends on your usage, and some people like to change them out or replace their styluses often if they use them in certain environments. Basically, you just twist it like this, nice and gently. Comes right out. Not a lot to it. You just twist it back on when you get the new one. Just put it on like that. But one really nice feature of this, and I'll take a photo of it and put it in the actual written review, but you can't really see it too well. You might be able to see it. There we go. If you look at that, it's actually designed to look similar to, say, a fingerprint. Kind of like a little finger there, almost like a little microphone appearance. Now, the reason that they call these hybrid styluses is not because they have one feature on one end, one feature on another, like some may think. They actually call it a hybrid stylus because this tip is made of two different materials. The material on the inside is your standard padding, and I'll explain this further in the article. And on the outside, that material is very soft, mind you, and it's designed for conductivity. So you're supposed to be able to get the same feel on your devices as if you were to use your finger, which a lot of people like to use their fingers, but obviously if you don't have a screen protector on there, you can end up having a lot of issues with smudges and the like. Now, on my Nintendo DS, I have a screen protector. However, on the Wii U, I do not, simply because no screen protector that I've used yet has been able to actually give me that feel and actually be able to get a signal through it with any stylus. It basically creates a barrier so that you won't be able to get any reaction out of the touchscreen. I don't know if that's an issue on Nintendo's end or what have you, but regardless of that fact, we'll go ahead and use this stylus and see how she does. Now, to compare, this is what I'm used to. Now, I've used different things, just testing things out to be kind of funny. I've used my finger, I've used these styluses. This is the stylus from the Wii U Gamepad. It's also the same kind that's used in the Nintendo DS handheld systems. And I've even used my t-shirt, which surprisingly actually worked really well. I've used plenty of different things, and I don't have hardly any issues with anything so far. Our first contender here is the Nintendo Wii U Gamepad. Now, to start off with, I have mine set up so that I can actually control the TV set with it. Now, what we'll do here first, turn the TV on. And next we will select the input. Can't really do too much as far as this goes. This is fairly limited. I hit the input button here and have to use this to actually select which one. So basically what we'll go ahead and do here, we'll just select the proper input, and this right here actually turns the Wii U on. Here in a second you should hear it. There it goes. You can hear it on here. And close the TV remote. So far so good. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it as far as the stylus goes. Compare, just touch my user with the standard stylus that comes with it. But you can also do it with this. And bring the one menu down. Zoom in. Hello folks, how you doing? Zoom out. Zoom in just a little bit or a lot. Zoom all the way back out. Go back over here, bring it back down. Let's go ahead and check out some Netflix. I think generally speaking, everybody likes a good movie now and again. Go ahead and turn the volume on the tablet down. Just to keep it family friendly, we'll go ahead and go with the Netflix Kids. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go with some Finn and Jake. Everybody loves some Adventure Time, right? Or if you haven't watched it, you're really missing out. But anyway.
I did it! He can't stare at us if he's blind. Look, man.
Let's go ahead and bring this down here.
Stupid blindfold? What's your deal, Screwy?
Now, I'm not going to show you a whole bunch of video footage, of it as far as the show goes. I'm just going to show you the features here. Don't want to get in trouble with anybody, you know how YouTube can be. Basically, bring this back up here, bring it back down, and what that does is that's switching back and forth between the TV and the tablet. You can go ahead and bring it all down here, rewind it, over here. You can fast forward, you can play, pause, bring up the settings, you can select subtitles, English, audio, or whatever audio the file would have, English, closed caption, or no subtitles. Let's go back here. There's not a whole lot to it, as you can see. Click on episodes.
Wanna be happy?
No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so go ahead and swipe through the episodes here, select a different season, exit out of that, go into Kids Search, and here you might want to find something, let's say TENAGE. TMNT. There we go. Say Ninja Turtles. Let's go ahead and play episode 2 of season 1. play. Alright, so of course going back and forth with the basic features. Back to Netflix. You can switch to regular Netflix. You can go through the list here. Doing anything on the Wii version of Netflix is kind of weird. You have to grab the actual line of features and flick it like that. So definitely don't think that it's anything to do with the stylus. See, even the regular stylus does the same thing. This is the one that came with the gamepad. So let's go ahead and hit the home here. Close the software. And so, as you can see, there's not a whole lot to it. The Wii U Gamepad actually reacts to it just as I figured that it would. Basically, like you're using your finger as they advertise. Let's go ahead and search through here. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's go to gaming. Okay. Search. Dragon Blogger. Okay.
This is why you should partner with DragonBlogger.com. These are programmable buttons. By default, this is Control, this is Alt, and this is Shift. So it saves you time on your keyboard.
Back to the features here. I clicked on the show more, and here in the first section it shows now playing. I can scoot through, similar to the way that the Netflix app works. Can show different, somewhat relative, but most of them, as you can see, not quite or not even close. Let's go back. Go back. And go back into the search. So let's go ahead and exit back out of here. Close the software. Let's see how the Nintendo eShop handles it. go into Mario Kart 8. Look at the photos. Some videos. If I want, I can send it to the TV, or I can bring it back down here. I'm only using the audio on the TV at the moment. Regardless, it'll show it on here. It actually shows it on the TV as well as on here, but it also does the audio for both. However, if I choose to do this, I send it up there, then I can select between high definition, standard quality, bring it back down here, pause that. I can move it like that, bring it back there, I can close that. Check my menu. Check my balance. Go back. Let's see how the search in here works with the stylus. So far, everything's worked really well. Let's do software and videos. No, let's just go with software. That's the default. Let's go by publisher. Let's stick just with Nintendo here. Confirm. Search with these filters. And even while I'm in here, I can turn the TV controls on. And go back. Let's go ahead and head on home. And that's pretty much it for the Wii U usage. Alright, for the second part of the review, I'm going to use my Nintendo DS Lite. Let's go ahead and turn it on here. And you'll notice I have a screen protector on the bottom but not on the top. Obviously it bothers them to some people but not to me. The main reason why I do that is because the bottom screen is the only one that's going to get touched. Now, so far as the touchscreen goes, that's worked just fine. You can't really see too well because of the brightness. I can actually adjust the brightness here. And it helps a little bit for you to be able to see what's going on. Alright, so that's one annoying thing about the DS Lite, is that when you back out of any of the menus on the primary menu, it wants to shut down the system instead of actually doing anything to help you out. So let's go into PictoChat here, see how this does. Let's go into chat room A, and let's select. Obviously it doesn't do too well as far as that goes. The regular stylus, on the other hand, works just fine. Now, obviously, the way that these screens are, they're designed for these smaller styluses. So if you have a small device, you probably don't want to be using a larger stylus, such as this new hybrid stylus in the first place. Generally speaking, I mean, it doesn't really make any sense. It's kind of counterintuitive. For tablets, definitely useful. For smaller devices such as smartphones, not really. Go ahead and restart, and I'll actually put a game in. For this, we'll go ahead and do The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. And yes, I'm going to risk my game by checking it out with this stylus. He's not very far into it, he won't care. Let's go ahead and start. And this is my son's profile. And I'll go into adventure. Who knows, I might actually help him out a little bit here. Let's see. It's not as I mentioned, not as responsive as, say, one of the smaller styluses that's designed for it. Now, one thing I did have noticed is that just like with your finger, if you put a little bit of pressure on it, it actually works just fine. Which, the nice thing about the way they designed this stylus is so that you will actually have some longevity in it. Okay, I'm having too much fun here. Okay, so basically, if you put pressure on it, it works just fine. If you don't, however, then see, it doesn't really do anything. If I put pressure, now for comparison purposes, again, I'll show you with the regular stylus. This is what I was trying to get Link to do. There we go. Bring him down here. See, even with the regular stylus, you still have to put a little bit of pressure on it. It's just not as noticeable because of how small it is. I don't even remember how to do that. But basically, it's even cut out for smaller scale work such as this, but if you're wanting some fine detail in anything, like you noticed when I did the Picto Chat, it's not quite cut out for certain things like that. Would it work on a graphic tablet? I don't see why not. But as far as smaller devices such as a Nintendo DS, handheld gaming console, and similar devices, including the PS Vita, and of course other smaller handheld portables. As far as those go, I don't recommend it. I mean, it does work, but I would use it as a last resort. You know, if you lost your stylus, then, you know, go ahead and whip one of these out if you got one handy. But as far as the handheld consoles go, definitely don't recommend one of these. So, all in all, the amPen new hybrid stylus is actually a pretty neat little device. It's more than your basic standard plastic styluses. However, it's more for general everyday and business type tablet use. I would recommend it, you know, if you needed one for a replacement for your Wii U Gamepad, then by all means feel free to go ahead and use it, as I did. If you needed it for a smaller device with a screen, say the size of the Nintendo DS, a PlayStation Vita, or even a Windows Phone, something of that nature, it may work for it. However, I don't recommend it unless absolutely necessary. If you happen to have one of these in your pocket and you don't want to get any fingerprints on your screen, then go ahead and do it. You know, it's what it's made for. And as long as you put just a little bit of pressure to it, you know, don't try to swipe it like it's some kind of a really fine paintbrush or something, then you'll be okay. You know, go ahead and use it for its intended purposes. And if you have an iPad or Samsung Galaxy Tab or EVGA tablet, you know, whoever you have, then I highly recommend one of these. And they're not very expensive either, so it doesn't hurt to have any sitting around, especially for those times that you'll need one. And if you're wondering what I keep looking at, it's this little tip. But anyway, all in all, great product. It's very durable, very lightweight, very cost efficient. Doesn't take a whole lot out of your wallet at all. And it's very nice to have around. And they're classy. You can't go wrong with classy, especially if you're a business owner, lawyer, whoever. You know, it's one of those things that these three are the ones that I received, but they also have a white one and a pink one, which is actually pretty cool. I'm thinking about going ahead and ordering the pink one for my wife, and I don't need the white one, so I probably won't get one. But hey, you know, you may have a white iPad or something of that nature and want to go ahead and color match it. Nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and do it. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. So, all in all, really like this product. Can't say I love it because I haven't really used it often enough to really determine how much I like it. But so far, I don't see anything wrong with it at all. And the fact that I can actually replace these tips if need be is actually very cool. You know, and I'm one of those weirdos that I'll probably end up finding some other use for one of these that I can thread something else on there, and you know, who knows what. And the cool part about that is it also leaves open a lot of opportunity in the future for TechMatte, and they can come up with different ideas. It gives them a really, really nice base product that gives them some potential that they can fulfill later on per your request, or you know, they can brainstorm, what have you. But there's a lot of potential there, a lot of opportunity, and all in all, it's a great product. So I highly recommend it. Definitely check them out. You can purchase it on Amazon.com. You can do so through the affiliate link at the bottom of the video, and just check it out. I think you'll like it. In addition to this video is also a set of photos as well as a typed out article. This is the featured video for that article, and again, that link will be down there with the affiliate link. I will also add it somewhere in here. I don't know where yet, but I'm going to go ahead and add it in here somewhere, so you can click on it and feel free to check it out. There's a lot of great stuff on dragonblogger.com, and I'm very, very honored to be a reviewer for that website. So, subscribe to our channel, check us out. I think you'll like us. This has been another unboxing and review video brought to you by dragonblogger.com. I am Ronald Demon Killer Smith, and I want to know what you want to know about.